Yo, what's going on, yo? It's your man and 100 grand man's Doc G. And yeah, let me go ahead and do a recap of this Brazil trip, man. I I haven't been able to stop thinking about this trip ever since I left, man. Um that was that was one of the best trips I ever went on in my life, man. Hands down, one of the best trips I ever went on. And it's crazy because the culture out there in Rio, man, it was it was one of the most eclectic, most laid back cultures I ever been around. And keep in mind, I've been around a lot of cultures, man. I've lived in Spain for multiple years. Y'all know that. I've been to Poland. I've been to France. I've been to the Philippines. I've been to Greece. I've been to Germany. Um, I've been to like three parts of Africa. Et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. Been to like 23 countries, man. And Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, man, that place was a dream, man. It's the people there are so fucking different than they are here in the United States. You know, it's just like, the food is fucking amazing. You know, fucking the women. Oh man, the women. I've been in Rio for a week, and I'm telling you, women were eye fucking me like a motherfucker. Like, it's crazy because women here don't in the United States don't pay me no attention. But I'll go out to Rio de Janeiro and you got like fucking women over there that was like really getting at me, man. Like, it's crazy because I just don't understand it, because I don't understand these women in the US, because the average American woman in the United States is like a 4 out of 10. And that's being modest. The average Brazilian woman is at least a 7 out of 10. I said it in the first video that I did with foreign versus American women when I was in Rio, but I'm gonna say it again. I haven't seen one woman with a weave. I haven't seen one woman over 200 pounds, and I haven't seen one woman with a stank ass attitude. I will never understand why men here in the United States put up with the shit from the women here in the US, man. It's just so ass backwards. And it's crazy because you know and I know I said this before, but a lot of the women over in Brazil, man, let me tell you something, man. They got fucking real hair. Like, it's a lot. Like, I talk about how fucked up black women here are in America, but the black women in Brazil ain't shit like the ones over here. Like, the black women in Brazil, they know how to fucking respect a man. Trust me, man. I met this one girl in Brazil. Her name was Renata. And she was, oh my God, she's like a fucking ray of sunshine. She was like, beautiful ass sister, man. Nice curly natural hair, nice tight body, don't have kids. And on top of that, she's a university professor over there in Brazil. So, it's crazy when American women talk about me going to foreign countries to meet other women. They'd be like, oh, well, you just gonna meet a sex worker, and women over there just want you for your money. I'm like, not necessarily, because like I said, I met a fucking fine ass Brazilian woman over there that's a college professor that's getting her own money, that likes me simply because I'm me. She ain't trying to get a green card out of me or none of that shit. And it's crazy how close-minded a lot of American women are when it comes to traveling. My whole entire slogan for my life when it comes to dealing with American women: don't catch feelings, catch a flight. I'm gonna say that again, fellas, and this is what y'all need to live by. Don't catch feelings, catch a flight. And a lot of people like to say, well, man, you must have a lot of money. You travel every year. It's more about discipline with your finances if you want to travel. I mean, it's doable, man. Just plan a year ahead of time. That's what I did. I planned 1 year ahead of time. And then, month by month, I pay for the ticket. Then another month, I pay for the hotel. Then another month, I pay for the activities I'm going to do out there, like the sightseeing tours and all that shit. But I'm telling you, man, fellas, please believe me when I tell you this. Traveling is good for your soul. Fuck all this work, school, school. You can find 1 week out of the year to travel to the other side of the world. You could at least find 4 or 5 days to fucking travel, man, because, man, this ain't it over here in the Matrix, man. This is not the way to live over here, man. And rest in peace to my homeboy Charles Tyler, man, because goddamn it, the only reason I went to Brazil is because he spoke so highly of it. Just saying. And I kept hearing all these brothers talking about, oh man, you should go to Brazil. Oh, the chicks over there are fucking awesome. The way of life is awesome. The culture is the shit. And I was listening to him. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. So I fucking went and I visited myself. And let me tell you, words can't do it justice. Because a lot of people be like, well, you got the favelas out there in Brazil. Yeah, you got people out there robbing other people in Brazil. Let me tell you something. Look, I'm from the hood, man. I'm from the hood here in America. I got more of a chance of getting robbed here in the United States than I got getting robbed over there. They'd be like, they got like these gangs out there in Brazil and blah, blah, blah. Man, I'm from Southwest Atlanta, man. Motherfucking, you got the Crips, Bloods, and the GDs out there, man. So I'm from the hood. I know how to act around that shit. My thing is, if you're street smart, then you'll be all right anywhere you go in the world. Just don't be out there flashing a lot of jewelry. Just don't be out there, flexing a lot of money out there in the open. And just have some common sense. But I went out there to Brazil, man. I went out there with 2 of my good friends. And I'm telling you, that was one of the best times I ever had in my life. Goddamn. And I stayed in a fucking 4-star hotel overlooking Copacabana Beach. I was there while the World Cup was going on in Russia. And I was watching Brazil play Belgium in a soccer game in the semifinals on Copacabana Beach, drinking Brazilian beer, chilling with a Brazilian woman. Watching Brazil play Belgium in the World Cup. And it's crazy. They take their soccer seriously over there. The shit is crazy. It's funny as hell. But the whole country shuts down for them to watch a soccer game, basically. It's fucking off the chain, man. That's just how the culture is. But I was over there living like a boss, man. I was living like a fucking boss, man. And I'm going back. Fuck it. I might do some shit like I might go out to Brazil for a month. I'll get an Airbnb and stay out there for a fucking month. That's how much I liked it out there. I'm going back, man, because, dude, I can't even look at American women the same. Dude, the women over there, oh my God, dude, I was on the beach. I'm talking about these women, they take pride in their bodies, man. It's like they fucking, they work out routinely, which is some shit that American women just don't do. And on top of that, they're very nice, man. Like you can, the only downside is that a lot of them don't speak English. A lot of them just speak Portuguese. Some of them speak English, but the majority don't. And aside from that, I went to this block party in the middle of Rio de Janeiro. The area that I went to was called Pedro do Sal. Y'all might look at one of my other videos when I said partying in Rio on a Monday night. That's the area I'm telling you about. And every Monday and Friday night, you go to Pedro do Sal, and they are out there partying their asses off. And it's crazy, man, because, I looked up the research on that area, and that area is the same area that samba music was started. Like, samba music began in that area. And I also found out that free slaves used to congregate in that same area in the 1600s. And until this day, local Brazilians congregate in that area to party every Monday and Friday night just to celebrate them being free. I'm telling you, man, just that country, man. I'm in love with that country, man. I'm in love with Rio. And I've been to a lot of places in this world, man. And hands down, that's probably one of the best places. I said it before, I'll say it again, God damn it. But just in case any one of you fellas are thinking about traveling to Rio, you're gonna have to get a visa stamped in your passport before you go over there. Just to let you know, you need a visa stamped in your passport. Once you get your visa, it's gonna be good for 10 years. So that's a good thing. And if y'all looking for some places to go out there in Rio, hit me up, inbox me, and I'll tell y'all what's going on with that area. And goddamn, one of the greatest trips ever. I'm still in wanderlust thinking about this shit. And I've been talking to that Brazilian chick out there. I've been Skyping her every other day since I came back from Brazil. And she want me to come back to Brazil so fucking bad. So guess what? Dude, fuck it. I'm going back to Brazil like in the next couple of months, maybe around November or something. But yeah, man. Rio all day, man. Holla at your boy, man. It's Doc G out, man. Peace.